This old guy DIY video has to do with the first use of this COSORI food dehydrator. So a hot chick that I know got some jerky from a friend the other day. She shared some with me. I said, boy, this stuff is great. And rather than ask him to make some every time, we talked and she said she'd buy the dehydrator if I came over and did the work. So the dehydrator showed up today. Looks like a fancy stainless steel thing. It comes with this little sleeve. It holds a recipe thing as well as the instructions. So basically, when you receive it, you take all of the trays, just rinse them off in soapy water, throw them in here for 30 minutes at 165, and then it says it's ready to go. In preparation for the dehydrator showing up, yesterday I sliced and she marinated about 6 pounds of venison roast, and the stuff has been sitting in there overnight. So now it's time for me to load up the dehydrator, give it a shot. The rack loading technique consists of taking a rack out of the unit, and this thing has that round steel on one side. It says put the round steel side down so it doesn't drag on the inside ribs on the unit. So I'm going to take the rack, put it over this cookie tray, and then I'll take the jerky, lay it out on the rack. That'll let it drain a little bit. I'll start from the bottom and load this thing up. So she's trying a couple different flavors here. When the meat is laid out on the rack, on the bottom rack, she puts some of this Chef Pull Meat Magic stuff. This particular rack has fine onion powder and garlic powder on it. I don't know what she'll put on the rest of them, but hopefully all this meat will fit on the racks. This is the 6th tray. The pan is empty, so I fit approximately 1 pound of meat on each tray. Now we have this little guy almost loaded. So the dehydrator is loaded. I send you a little pan that I have on the bottom to catch whatever juice drips out of there. Now I'll close the door and start it. Now when it's time to fire it up, you just hit temp. It's at 165, remembers from last time. They said to start at 6 hours. This thing goes up in 30-minute increments. So I'll go 6 hours, hit start. I was going to buy the type of unit that my friend had, but then I Googled best dehydrator. This thing popped up. I went to Amazon, and in keeping with the way I normally do things, I was looking for a $79 solution. But after I read the reviews on this thing, and I thought if it works out, jerky costs between 12 and 18 bucks a pound at the store. And if I bought this thing for 160 bucks, if I make 15 pounds of jerky in the course of my life, I'll have come out even. So I took a shot. I got this fancy unit. We'll let it do its thing and see how it goes. It's been 6 hours. The thing automatically shut off. You see it says end. So my little trays of jerky look like. I just tried one piece and it's pretty good. I didn't trust them with the 6 hour thing. I was afraid it would be over dried. So at 4.5 I tried a chunk, at 5 I tried a chunk, and I think 6 is right where it needed to be. I'll take the stuff off the trays. After 6 hours of dehydrating at 165 degrees, this is what 6 pounds of venison turned into. We have 2 plates because there are 2 different flavors. The one on the left is not as salty, so the hot chick came out and she's salting it now. This one on the right tastes pretty good. In summary, the first batch of jerky made with this dehydrator recommended by Amazon tastes good, turned out well, and it's pretty easy to make. Thanks for watching.